Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to another Monday on the FCT Brief, coming to you live from our studio here in Abuja. A fresh wave of controversy is sweeping through Nigeria's political scene as Senate President Godswill Akpabio and Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan engage in a war of words over allegations of bribery. What began as a closed-door issue is now spilling into national discourse, raising questions about transparency, accountability, and integrity of Nigeria's legislative process. The storm began when suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central, accused the Senate leadership of shielding certain individuals.
While both senators stand their ground, the allegations have sparked widespread reactions across the country, with civil society organizations calling for an independent investigation. Some political observers suggest this may be a reflection of deeper fractures within the Senate. As the accusations escalate, Nigerians are left wondering who is telling the truth. And more importantly, will these claims lead to reforms or simply fade into yet another chapter of political drama? For more on this new phase of political jabs, let's speak with the legal counsel to the President of the Senate and a senior advocate of Nigeria, Monday Ubani. And he joins us live via Zoom. It's good to have you on the program this morning, Mr. Ubani.
Clearly my pleasure. Good morning.
All right. We also have here in the studio a public affairs commentator and convener of the Hope Platforms Initiative, Matthias Babansado. It's good to have you also here in our studio. Thank you for joining us. So let me very quickly come to you, Mr. Ubani. There are reports that the court has restricted both Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio from commenting on the case before them. But we continue to see comments being made by Senator Natasha and also fresh allegations coming up. Also, we recently saw a post allegedly from Senator Akpabio's special advisor that surfaced on Twitter over the weekend, but he later put out a disclaimer saying that his account was hacked. I wonder how believable that is. But more importantly, shouldn't there be sanctions for flouting court orders?
Yeah, thank you once again for having me. If there is going to be any sanction, that will be done by the courts that actually restrain both parties, from speaking to the members of the press. You said that war of words, in your opening statement. There has been no reaction whatsoever to all the barrage of allegations that has been made by Senator Natasha against Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President. You have never heard the Senate President speaking to any of the media outlets, concerning this matter. We feel that the best thing to do is to follow the institutional mechanism in order to look at whatever allegation anyone is making. If you have allegation against the Senate President, there are institutions, there is judiciary, there is the National Assembly, or you go to the security agencies to make those allegations. That has always been our stand. Like if you have any evidence, against any wrongdoing against the Senate President, take it to the proper institution. But we've seen that most of the matters are being handled, at the social media level, and then, running to the press, running all over the place, all over in the world, and even in Nigeria, in making allegations, and then you are not providing any shred of evidence and all that. So even when you called me over this matter, I said, look, we don't give room for all this discussion, that's not meaningful, that will not lead us anywhere. There is fresh allegation now about harassing ministers on behalf of the Senate President that she has actually made again. Every day we keep on hearing all manner of allegation. It comes up, just minute by minute, asking where are the evidence, where are the evidence you have concerning these things? And you don't just make an allegation against somebody, all in a bid to pull that person down when you don't have any evidence and you have not gone through the proper institutions. And that is either the court or to the Senate or to the security agencies. So this is issue we have been having with regard to this matter. So out of sheer respect, so let me address this issue. We have those cases that are in court. And if you will give me an opportunity, I will tell you the cases that are in court presently. The issue of her being suspended from the chambers of the Senate, is in court, and there has been a hearing, and then the matter is reserved for judgment till 27th of June this year. Now, there was also allegation of defamation, where she alleged that the aide of Senator Godswill Akpabio defamed her by saying she was wearing something transparent to the Senate. That matter is also in court. When she made the allegation of sexual harassment, the wife of Senator Godswill Akpabio, sued because she felt there was no truth in what the senator said concerning her husband. So that again is also in court. I'm also, what other one? Then she has also sued the Senator Nwebo on defamation. That again is also in court. So these are the matters that are presently in court. I'm not aware of any other one other than these ones and all that. So we await all these ones to be resolved, except the criminal case where she alleged organ harvesting, and then the issue of assassination, that there is an intention to kill her. And then she alleged that Yahaya Bello, the former governor of Kogi State, was also involved. So that matter is also in court, except for the fact that there was a Jusun strike that she would have been arraigned last week. So that again is in court. So I just want to make these things clear, the ones that are in court, because we keep on reading some other stories, that is quite different from what actually is presently playing out, So these are the cases that are presently in court.
All right.
And then I will try as much as possible to restrict this conversation to only issues that are not sub judice, so that not to run foul of the restraint order of the court. Yeah,
all right.
Can go ahead,
All right, SCN. Thank you for that clarification. I think the issue of bribery is not in court. You didn't mention that as one of the cases in court, so we can go ahead to talk about the various allegations of bribery. Now, let me come to you, Mr. Sadu. Does it not bother you that Senator Natasha, despite, this case the bribery issue might not be in court, but why does she engage in people call it the media trial? The other accusation she made, she has not gone to present the substance of proof of those allegations. Now she's talking about bribery and Muslim ministers and all that. Does it not bother you that it seems as if we're just moving around the same circle?
Thank you very much, my brother. I think at this point, Nigerians should be grateful to somebody like Senator Natasha Akpoti. Because Nigeria has become a country that virtually everyone knows that corruption has been institutionalized. Now, if we have someone who is within the system and then begins to speak against this system, I think we, the people, the ordinary people on the streets of this country, should begin to celebrate what she is doing. Now, your co-anchor said something, whether this is going to lead to the better society that we are looking for. Issues like these, at the end of the day, might end up metamorphosed into a kind of revolution that will birth a Nigeria that we seek. Senator Natasha Akpoti, if you chronicle her story, you will see that she has been someone who has been vocal about the kind of society that she wants, the history of her political struggle right from Kogi State to when I think she contested for governor under SDP. It was a battle. She ran for Senate, and it was a terrible battle to the extent that her life was threatened. A lot of things happened. So this is a woman who today, despite all of these things, was able to make it into the Nigerian Senate. And because of her chastity, it is clear that her stand is against the establishment. And for that reason, I think we should kudos to her. Whatever it is that she has been saying, the voice that the issues that she has been raising are the issues of concern to every Nigeria. It is not about whether she has brought the allegations against the Senate president. the allegation, the case of EFCC against the Senate President of 108 billion naira that is outstanding, has it been closed?
Well, how about proof? Because some people say you can't just make allegations without proof. She has made several allegations back to back, and not a single proof is provided. Some people are saying, at what point does justice come in? How long does justice have to take? And when should we see?
Do you expect her
at least one allegation?
Do you expect her to publish her proof on social media?
But she's publishing her allegation on social media.
The issue of allegation is for everybody to understand what is going on. If it is up to the court or whatever institutions that are responsible for investigation, I expected that somebody like Monday Ubani, someone who Nigerians have seen as a very vibrant and social justice fighter, to be calling for immediate investigation to these issues.
All right.
Senator Natasha is not a lightweight.